All right. Okay. Well, hello, everyone. Now let's officially say hello again. Hi, guys. And I know a lot of us just got back from career conference, and I hope that you are implementing all the things that you have learned, and that the energy and the excitement and the passion that you got from career conference that you're putting into action and getting bookings and getting into action right away. You are, right?
Yes.
Right. Good. Because remember, like I said on stage, you are braver now than you will be by Friday. Okay? So get into action now. Don't wait. Don't wait. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Okay? Okay. It's not on purpose. Okay. So, okay. Announcements really quickly. Key jewelry. You can earn your key jewelry this month. Who's already earned their key jewelry? Woohoo! It's gorgeous. How do you earn your key jewelry? How do you earn your 600 wholesale in the month of March, and you earn your gorgeous key jewelry. Also, you want to have it that they can show us? We can pass it around. Anyone have to be wearing it? Okay. Well, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Okay.
I wasn't that wearing.
Okay. The other big thing that we don't want to forget, because I know the whole month can go by, we got lots of cool stuff going on, is that this month, in the month of March, they're putting, what are they putting in the starter kit extra this month? A brush set. Are you following up with everybody you know and telling about this brush set and about the Besties promo? You guys understand that? Anybody who signs up this month, it's like the coolest thing ever. How many of you want to earn the cruise? Okay, if you want to earn the cruise, you want to get people signed up this month, because they can take advantage of this Besties program, which will help you earn your get your red jackets, which I'll explain all that in a second. But anyone who signs up this month gets to offer to their first 3 team members $25 off their starter kit. So the person that signs up doesn't get $25 off, she gets a brush set, but the people that she shares it with that sign up this month get $25 off plus a brush set.
The brush set is worth more than $25. And just like if you are not using the brush set yourself, you need to be, because
yes.
you need to be. Secondly, if you're not bringing it to your appointments, they think it's a brush set from Target. They don't realize how cool it is unless you let them touch it.
Mm-hmm. It's really cool.
That's just my 2 cents.
Yes, so let them see the brush set. The other thing, I want to explain the cruise qualifications, because a lot of you went to career conference and are all pumped up about this cruise. You understand the qualifications. A couple of you do, but I know several people are like, I'm not really sure. So I'm going to break it down real quick. To earn the cruise, it's 3 things. And you have until the end of June to earn them, okay? So from January 1st to the end of June, those of you that haven't been in that long, you have from when you signed up till the end of June. Anybody in the room can earn a free cruise. It's not just for me and Brianna and Kanisha, it's for anybody in the room. Can you get excited? Who thinks they deserve a free cruise? Who's willing to work for a free cruise? Because that's the question. Is, are you willing to work? Yeah, at your job, did they give you the opportunity, if you work a little bit harder, I'll give you a free cruise? No. Okay, so 3 things. I want to make sure you understand, because anybody can earn it, even if you have 0 in right now. 3,600 wholesale over the 6 months, so it averages 600 each month personally. So your personal wholesale orders. The second piece is 6 qualified, Great Start qualified team members over the 6 months. So Great Start qualified means that they order accumulation of 600 in their first 4 months. Okay, minimally that. So 6 team members who do that. And then the last qualification, which the Besties really helps with this, is that you need 3 red jackets. And to get a red jacket, you need how many team members? 3 active team members. They just have to be active, which means they just ordered 225 in their last 3 months. And so 3 of your team members, whether they're brand new or not, they just can't have been a red jacket before. You do that piece and you're done. Everyone understand? It's easy. Everyone say it's easy.
It's easy.
It's easy.
You said all they have to do is be in a red jacket. They don't have to have
first time red jacket. That's it. And they only
people don't have to
nope.
Great Start
Nope.
qualified.
Nope. Just active.
But
Yep.
they do need they need their own Great Start qualified.
Yes. So
Okay, yes.
I get 3 Great Start qualified.
6.
You need 6 total.
6 total.
6 Great Start qualified, 3 red jackets.
And 3 of them could be your red jackets. Yeah, and most likely people that sign up, well, typically, I'm just saying with this promotion, people that sign up this month, they'll be Great Start qualified, and then they'll count as one of your reds because they're going to be able to offer that Besties promo.
That Besties promo is good through
End of
June.
June. Yep.
But they have to
So
sign
March
up
through
this
June.
month.
No, they don't. They can sign up. Nope, through June 30th. Yep.
I did not know
The
that.
brush set is only in March, but the Besties promo is till the end of June. Okay, so make sure you understand that challenge. The other thing that I just got an email about is, which this is what will help you get the rest of it, is the the Mary Kay National Area is offering a challenge to do 100 faces between now and seminar. So over the next, whatever that is, 3 months and a week, they're challenging us to do 100 faces. You guys could do that, right? That's like 100 days, 100 faces in 100 days. Yeah, it's 100 faces in 100 days. So you do one a day and you're done. You guys can do that, right?
Yes.
So I would encourage you to rally around this 100 faces goal, because if you rally around the 100 faces goal, that's going to give you the sales. You're going to be in front of new people to be able to, to get your Great Start qualified, and then those people will be able to get the red jacket. So if you don't know where to start, I would start there. 100 faces, but before the end of the year, over the next 100 days.
You're already there.
Exactly. You're already on the way there. Exactly. So 100 faces between now and seminar, we'll get that done. There's something else I was going to say along with that. So we talked about it at career conference. We're not going to talk about it tonight, but they talked about the new foundations being coming out, right? And when are those available next month? I didn't see them say that. May. Okay. Well, never mind. That may not work for this month. I was going to say you could use it as a booking tool, but never mind. We'll wait till May to do that. So anyways, they wanted to give you enough time to be able to move through your current inventory. So I would be trying to move all of those. Maybe Shari can give us some ideas on how to do that. But in May, you'll use it as a booking tool. But I would just tell everybody, I'm running a cruise. I do 100 faces. Got it? You can do that, right? And I posted a few days ago on a great script on that. Okay, one other thing, I want to make sure you guys know about our facials here on Monday night. So we decided, this is a great problem to have this many guests. I know we have not had this many guests since Shari was here. So, Shari, thank you. You brought us some guests. So let's keep it up. One thing I want you to know for booking people Monday night, what we decided, especially with all this great training on closing, we want you to be able to have time to close your guests and, of course, to have us recruit them as well. So we are going to make sure that the facial is done by 8 p.m. And then I'll go in there and be doing facials. But we are only going to do skincare. We're not doing color. So when you're booking people, don't tell them they're getting color on Monday night. We're going to get them ready for bed. We're going to do charcoal mask, get them ready for bed. The color will be at the second appointment, at the follow-up appointment, okay? Because we want to give us enough time to be able to get through the facial, have the person back there be able to close, and then have me come in and do marketing. And then you guys at the end are learning today, or with Shari, about how to close. Then afterwards, you're going to go in and close your guests individually, so that on a Monday night, we want you selling and we want you recruiting. Got it? So y'all are going to keep inviting guests, right? Yes. Because we have great success here. Okay. The other, I think, last 2 announcements are flash sale. Did you guys see the flash sale? Thank you, Mark. Are you excited about that toning lotion? That is a great flash sale. Who loves the toning lotion? Who loves the toning lotion? If you are not using the toning lotion, once again, this is the time for you to use the toning lotion. In case you're not a part of our Facebook page, or if you are, make sure you go and check out all the pictures I posted. Like my boxer kept blowing up with all these before and after pictures that everyone was posting, so I just put them all on there. There's some nasty pictures on there, so that you can for real. There's some brave souls, but anyway, I did not put their name, but y'all know. But anyways, I would use those pictures. This is the easiest thing to sell. This is the easiest thing to sell. You say, here's a picture. Would you like one?
Yes or no?
Well, you try it. It's 100% satisfaction guaranteed. You look like this. I don't need to see it, but you can look like this later. I trust you. Anyways, people like those pictures are powerful. Those pictures are super powerful. The big thing about the toning lotion, like any of our other products, they work when you use them consistently. Those pictures are real. They are not Photoshopped. They are real people, real human beings. Hold on one second. So with anyone have any questions about the toning lotion promo? There is a maximum, I think it was 13 that you can order. It's only the next 3 days. Here's the important thing. I send a Voxer message out too from Cindy Williams. This will sell out. This will sell out. Do you understand that? It's a regular line item, but we know that Mary Kay people are going to blow it out of the water. So it's on a first come, first serve. It's only for the next 3 days. And once they're gone, they're gone. Don't worry, they're not discontinuing it, but just it'll take them more time to make more to restock, right? Like happened with the repair. Yes. That's what they're doing. So they're only allocating a certain amount. So once they're gone, they're gone. So all I'm saying is I wouldn't wait because Mary Kay people are crazy. And we get crazy. We're like, oh my God. And so the rest of Mary Kay can all order them by now. Hopefully that didn't happen. No parent phones right now. But I'm telling you that if you want it, I know you're all like, I'm watching. But in all seriousness, if you want them, I would order them before they're gone.
No, nothing with the price.
Nothing with a price, but I think you post pictures, you know?
Yeah,
before and afters.
The integrity of Mary Kay, you want to make sure that they are pictures of before and afters that are really our before and afters.
They have to be before and afters that you found on Mary Kay in touch, not ones that you found on our Facebook.
To ensure that it's really
Facebook.
Yeah, because somebody one time with that
price, that's why I'm asking.
no
It
price.
shouldn't have prices.
And make sure it's a Mary Kay before and after picture. Because there was another time that this product was going around.
Those
And
are
they were-
cellulite gel.
Or,
Silly job.
Yeah.
but they were posting another product line before and after picture.
Right.
Yeah.
We all get caught on these things, so we want
Yeah.
to do it the right way.
On In Touch, they
Yeah.
have a bunch of like photos that you're able to do too.
Yeah.
And you can
But I mean, you can make it very generic, like, do you need help with, cellulite or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And not necessarily cellulite, but stretch marks.
Say, ask me about the
Yeah,
price,
ask me about it
but
or
don't
whatever.
post the price.
Don't post the
Technically,
price,
actually,
yeah.
according to the social media guidelines, you are not, on your personal Facebook page, you are not supposed to
Here, come here
post-
so they can hear you.
Oh, sorry. On your social media Facebook page, you're not supposed to post anything that says, like, I got amazing results from our toning lotion, ask me about it. You can say, I got amazing results from our toning lotion, or I got amazing results from Mary Kay's toning lotion. But when you add ask me about it, it becomes a commercial. And it's
Call to
not
action.
just informative, it becomes you collecting information, which is only allowed on your personal page, or on your personal,
Private.
like private groups, like your secret groups. It's not allowed on your Mary Kay fan page, and it's not allowed on your.
But you can reach, I mean, with Facebook, it always works better when you reach out individually.
Yeah.
And so I'd encourage you, reach out individually if you want to send the photo blast, like a bunch of people. Like, you're going to get better results anyways than just posting on social media. So I wouldn't do that anyway. So, yeah. Okay. Flash sale. Who's want to take advantage of the flash sale? Y'all, seriously, those pictures, use them. They work. All right. They see a hand over there?
Yes. Make sure that the company is giving us this discount so we can make it money. So sell it for the retail price. You
Yeah.
don't need to offer it for a less price.
Yeah.
Unless you want to do some kind of a special, you buy one, you get one at a discounted price.
It's a great point. Basically, they want you making more money.
Yeah.
So stock up and then
Yeah.
sell them at full price because, I mean, 32 retail is an awesome price.
And that wasn't last Friday.
Awesome
It's
price for
just
what
now.
it does. For what it does. Don't feel like
Yeah.
you have to discount it. Thank you
It's
for saying
just
that.
now spring break. Okay.
Yeah.
So like people are just now summer. So if you say
Yeah.
$32, they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I need 4. Like you're gonna sell through
Yeah.
those 13 like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's a really good point.
Cool. All right, and the last big announcement, I want Kanisha and Debbie to come up. Because guess what? The cars are So they ordered our 3 cars a few months ago, and they have arrived, and they are in Colorado. And we If you guys want to join them, they have opened it up where you guys can come and join. And so, Kanisha, tell them about yours, where yours is, and then Debbie, you share about yours.
So mine's gonna be Wednesday at 9 a.m. and it's in Canyon City. And I know that it's like during work hours, so if you can't, that's
Or
annoying.
you could be sick and come. Just saying.
Yeah, so you can come celebrate with her, and it's super fun to just visualize that and celebrate because it's the coolest thing. Like, go there, and it literally is like 5 minutes. You sign 2 papers, so give her the keys, take pictures, leave with a free car. It's awesome.
Thanks, Joe. I've talked to him a couple times.
Joe's not the car, Joe's the guy. Some people like their cars.
No, I should have marked it. I got to know this guy. So nice.
She's taking him.
Yeah,
I am taking him back in
happy.
there.
Like, that's so nice. Yeah, she went and Joe over. Yeah.
So he wasn't quite as excited as I was the first time we talked, or the second time, or the third time. The fourth time I asked him for my copy.
We're good.
I know. So Wednesday, 9 a.m., Canyon City. Kanisha, you can go figure out.
I actually just learned how to do a little
JPEG.
JPEG
She'll
super
post
cute,
it.
and I'll post it. But I literally got it done right as this started, so I haven't.
Yeah. Yeah. Which really quickly, we learned at dinner beforehand how to make these JPEGs. If you see all those cool JPEGs that are made, how did you make it? Tell them, because you didn't know how to make them before.
Brianna sat next to me.
So are we
I'm just kidding. It's pic collage, and honestly, like we were just playing around with it, and you just gotta play around with it for like 5-10 minutes, and if that still doesn't work for you,
Pic
there's
collage.
YouTube videos. There's
There's
YouTube videos.
tons of YouTube
Pic
videos.
collage.
Pic collage.
I just played around with it for a little bit, and I had to like do it like 5 times. So I was like, yep, it's super cute now. So
Yeah.
got it.
Yay. All right, Debbie.
So mine is gonna be Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. And it's gonna be right down here at,
It's Daniel Long.
Daniel's Long Toyota. There's an S on the end of
Chevrolet.
Daniel.
Chevrolet.
Chevrolet. Why do I keep saying Toyota? Daniel's Long Chevrolet. It's gonna be at 6 o'clock. National Sales Director Jeff Weir is gonna be our. Yes. And it's gonna be so fun, and every guest who comes. So if you're welcome to invite as many guests as you want, because there will be marketing. I mean, who would not want to earn a free car? You know?
Yeah.
So make sure you bring a gift for them, because every guest gets a gift. Okay? And I want everybody there. I'm not
I'm
smart.
stealing that.
That was Deb.
Okay.
I know.
It's so much cooler than mine.
Well, we can have cupcake shake. I want as many of you there as possible.
We will have the doors open and be filling out. They will never have dreamed that there could be so many excited women.
Yeah,
So
fun.
I want as many of you there as possible. And bring your guests. They won't get facial, but they'll get.
And bring your husbands or significant others.
Yes.
It's really cool for them to see a
Facial
car.
number 4.
I don't know where we.
I know. There probably wouldn't be facially done there, but it'll be marketing. It'll be marketing.
And Mary Kay tire.
Yes,
Mary
Mary
Kay
Kay
attire.
attire. You don't. I don't care if you don't wear your red jacket. If you're
No,
a red
no.
jacket, sassy casual would be fine, but sassy casual, yes.
That's new.
Yeah. How do we not be sexy?
When in
No,
doubt,
wait,
wear
wear
a
that.
skirt.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay? When in doubt, wear a skirt or a dress. Okay?
All right. Woo! Isn't that exciting? Love it. You want a chair or what do you want? You want to stand? You can come up? Okay. So we are going to, without any further ado, bring Miss Shari Sweatman. And How many of you have loved the training that you're getting from her? Yes. And tonight is gonna top it off. We know it. So you want the product first because I have it over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll talk a minute. So
Okay. You talk a minute. Close.
So you're gonna send me this link again, so I don't really have to record me, do I?
What?
No, you don't need to record you, it's recording.
It's recording right now. Just make sure you're close to the.
You have to pick this chair, Shari.
Okay.
When you pick a
Like
chair,
you're too far away there, so if you can just hang out around there.
I'm gonna stand behind my chair.
Oh, you want that chair?
Oh, she doesn't want to sit.
You want me
She doesn't
here?
want to sit.
Yes.
Do you want to sit or stand?
I'm gonna sit. But
Okay.
right now I'm gonna stand.
Okay.
I'll get it. Don't worry.
All right. I
Yeah.
put my hair up. I don't like it up, but I put it up because I was hot in here last night. Today it's very comfortable. But thank you. I didn't say for that, but thank you. So Shari, where's Shari? Come on down here. So we heard about her $1,000 week. So she was your queen of sales today, right?
Yeah.
What she didn't tell you up there. I always like this is the question I like to ask when my people are up here for sales. How and where did you get your business? Because it's kind of fun. You could be going down the line and someone would say, well, I had this skincare class. That's a novel idea.
Novel idea.
And then and what did I say? How and where did you get your business? And I would say, and where did you get it? Oh, I booked her from a skincare class. That's another novel idea. Or someone else might say, I had a double facial. Where did you get it? Oh, I was talking to the nurse at my doctor's office. Oh. That might give somebody an idea who's about to go to the doctor's office, right? It's really kind of fun because your recognition is in front of your guests, right? Now, I'm a believer that when we're recognizing, it's also a training moment. I make everything a training moment, right, ladies? From my unit. Anyway, it's a training moment, but also a marketing moment. So your guests are hearing all the different ways you all got to build your business, okay? Or you might say, like, how'd you get that facial that you just had? That was so great. Oh, it was a referral. So do you see what's happening here? Might be all the same thing, but people and you can be inspired and encouraged by what you're hearing others did to get the business you're talking about. Now, I think it's important in light of what we've been doing the last few weeks. When did you do that? Today?
Today, 2 p.m.
Okay, look at your sister in pink. What did you do today?
I did.
Where did you get that skincare class from?
So we did an event 2 weeks ago at the state fairgrounds, and I scheduled it a week ago.
So you met the person at the
I did.
fairground.
She spun the wheel and won a free lipstick.
All right, that's pretty cool. And then when you went home, you followed up with her.
I called.
Novel idea. Follow up. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And she scheduled.
And she scheduled.
And did she hold on her original scheduled date?
She attempted, and I failed her.
Oh.
I failed her.
But look what came out of it.
I followed up again. I called again.
And it held today.
And it held today.
And how many people were there? 2. A double facial.
It was supposed to be 4.
And how did you close?
I had this amazing close sheet.
Okay. Now I just want to ask everybody, y'all been following the glow sheet training?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to raise your hand. I want to see armpits. If you have used it yet at any appointment. Okay, give them a round of applause. Now I want you to stand up. If you stand up. Okay, guys, I want you to look around. And just so you know, I counted. There's about 35, 40 of you in here. What percentage is that?
4.5.
Is that enough?
No.
No. Okay. How many of you feel, yes, you may sit. how many of you feel ready to use it? Okay, all right. And how many of you have a booking on the books to go use it? Okay, all right. So how many of you still feel shaky about using it? Okay, what's it gonna take to get you practice? But what even above that?
Booking.
Well, booking, but just go do it. All questions are answered in forward motion, right? Meaning forward motion means you're also going to take care of fear, because fear is false evidence of appearing real. Okay. Okay. So back to this beautiful lady who had a double facial today, and used the close sheet, and they let you go all the way through it. Yes. And did you close them one-on-one individually, like away from the table, since it was a double? Did you end up sitting there with them both? How?
So
And do they know each other?
they do.
Well, I mean, they know each other.
Yeah, they
Are
do.
they like related or friends?
So it was the original lady, and she said, "Can I bring somebody?" She said, "Can I bring somebody?" I said, "That would be wonderful." Yes,
let me take this moment so I don't forget it. I hate to do this. I kind of hate to do this because I don't want to burst her bubble, because that's great. Okay, but I want to tap into that with another training moment. So if we forget to turn it into a class, but they say, "Can I bring somebody?" and you say, "Oh yeah, that's great. This is what happened, right?"
Well, I was very more controlled. That's what I was gonna suggest that.
Okay, very good. What could go with that is, in fact, when you have 3 guests with you, you receive blah, 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 blah for free. Whatever your amount is. Because you kind of forgot to say that, right?
Well,
Or did you?
can't recall at this point.
It's okay, you're doing good. You're doing good. I'm just enhancing the training. Y'all with me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, it was a friend. How did you close them? Together? Like you did the table close, and then did you take an individual close?
I did not. I really did it together, and the reason I did it together is because it was the realtor and her assistant, and it wasn't all gobbledygook because they were. I just kind of read them, and I kind of flowed with them, and we were talking about this stuff together. Yeah, I like this. Did you like that? I said, yeah. Didn't it make you have younger, healthier, more beautiful skin? Yes.
What did she say?
Younger, healthier, more beautiful skin.
Okay. All right.
And so I closed them together. Okay. Because it felt right.
That's fine. What did they buy?
So,
Drum roll, everybody.
so I had 2 guests and I had 2 queens of everything.
You guys, give them a wave across the room. And that? Is that pretty dynamite?
Yeah. Yes. Well, unless you want to count my dogs.
Okay, it doesn't always work that way. I'm not trying to be negative, but a queen of everything, I mean, shoot for the moon. If you don't make it, you still land among the stars. To me, when they go home with skincare, just skincare, that is the stars. Yep. Okay? Just know that. So you got the moon.
No, they got me.
I'm so proud of you. That's so exciting. I was sitting there when you called your mom.
My daughter.
Your daughter.
She does look rather young.
I knew that. I was about to say, I think of you guys as sisters.
I said the same thing.
You did. Yeah, I just think this is really exciting. So guess what? Before we go further, she's going to role play. She's going to dispose. Give her a round of applause. Now, and guess what else? We're going to critique her. Now, you may sit out there and think, well, she stole 2 queens of everything. What would we have to tell her, right? Probably we still have something we could tell her. Would you all agree?
Yes.
Because school is never out for the pro. And if we can do anything to to sharpen her and make her better to ensure that they're always the queen of everything or always the stars, the moon, or whatever I said, right? That's what we want to do. We know each other, right? Okay, so we're going to turn it over to you.
And there's all the product for you.
Okay. So I will
I don't know.
tell you that
You'll need to come over here. So they can
I
hear you.
had
I'm going to sit right back here.
the close sheet. I handed her this, and then I had the folded up one that I wrote all my notes on. And I asked her, I said, so I have some awesome things that I want to share with you. But I want to be sure that I tell you the important stuff for each one of these. And I had the fancy words at the top that I read right off of there, the complete packages, and I don't have that cheat sheet, so I'm really going to fluff it up.
Well, let me just say something. This is good because those kinds of things can happen. And one of the things I always like to communicate to y'all is it's important that we know how to pivot.
Mhm.
Did y'all agree?
Yes.
You've got to be ready to pivot. This is your pivot.
Okay.
And when you are a master consultant and you know what you're doing, you know how, that's what a master consultant is we know how to pivot with success. Okay?
Wonderful.
Okay, go.
Wonderful. Okay. So, did you guys all have fun?
Yes.
Was that awesome?
Oh, yeah.
So, I want you all just to fill your face. Isn't that wonderful? Close your eyes because I want you to know that you all deserve to be the queen of your kingdom.
Ooh.
Being the queen, don't you deserve it all? Wonderful. So I know there's a bunch of you here, and I'd like to talk to you individually. So who needs to go first? Okay, why don't you come on back, and the rest of you enjoy the hors d'oeuvres that we have in the kitchen, and let's go from there. Oh, I guess
Oh,
I
wait,
should
no.
have did that first.
Yeah,
That was
do
the last part.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. Anyways. Okay. So I want to share with you the wonderful, wonderful packages that we are offering you today. Collections. That's what. Thank you. The wonderful collections that we have to offer you today, and in those collections that we're going to give you that are going to make you look more younger, more beautiful, healthy looking skin, you're going to get free stuff. So who in here likes spring? Yeah? Okay, so let's start with the first thing that we did is a Time-Wise 3D set. You did the 4-in-1 cleanser, you did the day cream, you did the night cream, and you did the eye cream. Okay? And everybody noticed how wonderful, how bright their skin looked, all of that stuff, okay? We started with that. And then you also, after we did that, we did the cry gel, right? Because we talked about, you know, you cry, your eyes are puffy, or you've been stressed out, you've been working, and we put that underneath, and you just cool, refreshing, right? Okay, we did that. We also did after we did that, we did the satin in a jar. Wasn't it the Grace? Didn't you love that satin in a jar? Didn't it make you just feel so good? Oh God, that is one of my favoriteest things. We did that. Oh, but remember before that, we did that charcoal mask thing that you thought when I was going to take it off, it was going to rip your skin off. Yeah, it didn't do that, right? It didn't. And it made your skin really feel like fresh. Yeah. Okay, remember we did that. And then, a couple more steps. Remember, we also used that eye makeup remover that left your eyes feeling that powdery, wonderful finish. And remember, that was wonderful. Okay, so with that, then we started, we did the satin hands and the satin lips. And so now you just feel exfoliated. You feel soft and ready to go, right? And then we put that spackle stuff. We use a spackle in the wall. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we put that wonderful spackle foundation primer. I know I'm redneck. Foundation primer on, and then we matched your foundation perfectly to your skin, and you all look so very beautiful. So we have all of that, right? Okay. And then all the color. Now you picked that lip color, and it works so perfect for you. And I think you look beautiful. Don't you think she looks beautiful?
Yeah.
The lipstick looks great on you. And the eye color. And so, being the queens that you all are, the queen of everything, you got all of that. Okay? Then, the free things. Remember free? Free? We had this wonderful roll-up bag. Look at that.
Ooh,
See that? Look at that. One more time. So I love this thing because, you know what? I throw everything into a suitcase. There we go. This one rolls up. You set it in the suitcase. You got stuff flying all over the place. Get to the hotel. You hang it up on the back of the mirror. And guess what? Your husband says, come on, come on. Look at the time. We got to go. So you just put that makeup on. You put it on. Isn't it awesome? You do that. So you get that for free. Free? Yes, free? The satin hands that you guys tried when you first got here, you get that one for free. And then the brush set. Oh my gosh, do you know when we did the charcoal mask and you use that foundation brush? Didn't it feel so good? So you get that for free too. So all of my queens here, the first one that we have for you is $526 package. You get it for $399. That is, you got 3 things free. That is $126 free. Who likes free? How many would want to be a queen? Okay, yeah, everybody wants to be queen. Okay, so maybe you're not a makeup queen. I still want you to be the princess quite a lot. You get this wonderful cleansing 3D set we did, the 4 parts to the 3 steps, right? All of the things that exfoliate, make your skin look brighter, make your skin feel younger, healthier, more beautiful you, yes? All of that, you still get this wonderful bag, yeah? And then when your husband's still yelling, you can just pick up and you can throw it at him if you want. You get that too. And that is a $358 value, okay? And you get that with the 2 free things for only $287. Okay? So if you don't want to be the queen, it's too much work or whatever, you can be the princess of quite a lot. And then we have Goddess on the Go, which is your cleansing system, your eye makeup remover. You still get that wonderful foundation brush, okay? The primer and your foundation. So there's some other packages that we can offer. And the packages is not the word, but it's stuck in my brain. Collections. We have other collections I would love to send you home with. The queen or the princess or the goddess. But if there's something else that you'd like to start with, we can talk about it. So who would like to go first?
Okay. Great job. Give her another round of applause, you guys. Great. Okay, who's going to give us some feedback? Yes.
I love that when you not down the let's say you're not into makeup. It wasn't a negative aspect of going down the line. It was, let's say this isn't for you. That's okay. We have this collection, which is still amazing. And I love how you romance both of them still, even though it was less than. It doesn't sound like less than. It's like, oh, well, I don't use makeup. That one's not for me, but this one's used with no makeup. I like that.
Okay, great. Okay. Yes.
I think you did an amazing job. The only constructive criticism I could give you is to try and say less. Because you were kind of stumbling with a little bit. But other than that, you killed it, girl. Like, good job. Woo, I'm not worthy.
Yeah.
I think my favorite thing that it just kind of made me think about your skincare class, Miss Shari, was you just kept saying, you're a queen, you're a queen. Everyone can be a queen. You just emphasize the queen throughout the entire everything you said. So the only thing anyone can think about when you start getting to the collections is, oh, I'm a queen.
Yeah. 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 Okay, great. Anybody else?
Fantastic. I think could be more effective, like have the enthusiasm up. I know you were trying to remind us of when we did this in the past, we did that. But I feel like You know, just like you get your cord one cleaner and your eye makeup instead because you're romancing them a little bit like more enthusiastic.
Yeah.
And a little less of reminding us to straight to the point. You're getting this infomercial. You're getting this. You're getting this.
So wait, there's more.
Right. It's like we're getting all this stuff. I mean, because we're going to remember the experience, but I think you'll be over the top because you're already great.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, good, great. Anybody else?
I have
Yes.
one. I absolutely love the humor in it. I love like when people make jokes and stuff like that, and you did a really good job doing that. You had the whole room laughing, so I thought that was super cool.
Absolutely, great. Great, anybody else? Okay, all right, I got my list. Normally, if I can see a little bit more, okay? Okay, here's what I love, okay? You said one of the first things you said, I think it was about, you loved how she,
Didn't make it sound like a bad thing, but it was a lesson.
right, said terrible things. It was the one about going from the queen of everything to the, if you don't.
Yeah, we don't care for makeup.
Yeah.
If you're done, yeah.
I thought that was a beautiful addition.
Yes.
Okay. I also love, okay, so I've been talking about how there's so many things I think I really encourage you to say it and do it the way we teach you, right? Because I believe there's plenty of places in your class, your party, and even in the clothes to make it your own. And so I love that you did that. So that was like a place where I saw you make it your own. I just, even when you held up the roll up and you twisted it and you got everybody to do it again, I mean, that was fun. That was kind of the fun, lighthearted humor. I loved those little things that you added that I thought were great. I loved how you said, gave the analogy of your husband. You gotta go, just rip it off. Love that. And then I loved how the second time around, you even tweaked it a little bit by saying, and you can rip it off and throw it at me. Hey, yeah, so it is the humor, but those are the things that you step on.
Because those are her life.
Right.
Yeah. What a
Yeah. Did you go through the status from the go?
No.
Just very, very.
She didn't go, okay. So I think you missed it. But I have a question. Today, when you did it with them, did you explain the status from the go? Or did you did not?
So actually, I kind of did the close your eyes and money was no object. What would you want? You know, I would want you to close your eyes and think about that. And then she says, well, I want it all. Well, I kind of,
So
it
that
was
kind of
led
helps you with
into-
your, yeah. Now, that doesn't always mean you're gonna buy it all.
and then
Because the
she
questions
said,
on the back make you say that. But anyway, go ahead.
and so then she said, I'm really not good about washing my face, and I'm not gonna do it twice a day. And I said, you should. Because,
That was good.
and I did, and I looked her right in the eye and I said, you should. Because even though we're still 26, we're not always gonna, and she was 8. I said, we're not always gonna look 26. And I said, and so I was telling her, I said, so imagine when the 26-year-olds get to our age, and if they didn't do this, we're gonna look 26 and 8.
I love that. Give that a round of applause. Okay, I do believe, so here's the thing. You are gonna be in front of people, they pretty much already knew it's gonna be everything. So it really didn't matter what she did with that. That happens sometimes. But generally speaking, for the most part, that's why I've been saying it's important to master this and do well, because you're not gonna have a group of people there all the time who are they're already settled on the queen of everything, right?
Right.
So what you are doing, what I'm teaching you here, how to do this is important for those people who haven't decided or are deciding or thinking already there's no way to spend the money. This is why what you do here is important, is to bring them along where you want them to be and really where they want to be. Would you not agree? Yeah. Okay. So that's why it's important that we sharpen her. Okay. So here's some things. Free stuff. Okay. I have used stuff a lot. But in your senior class, I want you to get better about collections and packages and not to say stuff. Because we are better than stuff. We're the Neiman Marcus of everything, okay? So you're going to just say free. You can just say free. Okay, just stop it right there. That way you don't have to get fumbled up with, well, what do I say if I don't say stop? Just say free. This is what we're going to get free. Or you're going to get, oh, it's free. What speaks to them is what? Free. The word free. Okay, so, And the other thing, I would really encourage what Abby taught us.
Yes.
Set up your product in the order of the picture of the clothes. Again, it didn't matter with these ladies today, but most often you're going to be with a group of women that's really going to help. Eye contact is good. And when they can watch you and watch, everything's kind of right in front of them, right? You and this picture, and it's all kind of flowing together because you're talking about what's here and in that order.
So when I was setting up before she got there, I have this little glass thing that sits up off the table, and I set everything that we were going to demo up there. I even put a display of the makeup up there from my display.
So did you do that then?
And so then when we demoed it, I handed it to her, which was so cool. Because even, this is what I saw, even when I said use your middle finger, she still,
Yeah.
you know, but then as I handed it to her, I set it up as it showed on there.
Good.
That was kind of my way of reminding me to do that part.
Good.
And so then I had my clothes thing that had all my scribbles everywhere, and she wasn't even looking at my paper, she was looking at her paper as I was putting, even though I'm looking, and that was what I was a little bit afraid of, that she was gonna she don't know what she was talking about. But it was in my head.
Yeah.
And we just talked, and it was just,
Right.
I wasn't nervous.
Yeah. I think that's
wasn't
great.
nervous.
Yeah. And this is, and again, we're only doing this because she had a great clothes, you guys. On the other hand, we're all different. We're all going to end up with different results. So we all need to learn together what are the things that we can do to help ensure the results we want, right? So I think that's great. Because I kind of wonder if there were probably some things that you did here that you actually did different in front of them.
Yes.
Because when we're getting in front of each other, it's just different. Yes.
I have a quick question. So I wasn't able to make it here last week. Are we doing this close as a table close and then individual consultation?
Yep.
Okay.
That's what we're doing. Yeah. Okay, and then you probably did it right in front of them, but one time you said 526 for it, not on this one. You
I
said
know I
520
didn't do it right.
Okay.
But I kept saying, which is with the dollars and which is without the dollars. Yeah, and I tried to look at it on my, and I just.
First one is dollars. Second one is not. And third one is dollars. Okay? Think of it as more words goes with the first step, less words with the middle, more words with the next, which is your free. Okay? Yeah.
I do have a question. One of the things that I noticed that Shari said was, it's X amount of dollars, but you are going to get it for, let's just say $297. But it was $297. So is there any psychology having to do with saying $297 without dollars or $297?
What I learned was 297.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what it was. It wasn't the dollars, it was 100. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that was all. I think she did a fabulous job. And it's so important if you watch somebody else that we can talk about this as we learn all the things that we can say, okay, sounds great, she had great results, but we're all different, and if we just still tighten it up. It's like we all make it. Somebody could walk in with the pair of jeans and the cute, holes that they have in their jeans that we know we pay a lot of money for, and look sharp and cute. And somebody else can walk in and have the whole suit put together. We've heard it and we know it's true. You're going to get further when you got the whole suit put together, right? Because she can look like $1 million right here in the jeans and the cute top, right? This is just how we are. So we are learning same type of thing here, the words that we can use and the way we can present it, just to give us a little more assurance or confidence even, because I think you've all been saying you've got more confidence. So much about me, but I am so impressed. I'm so excited. Good job. Okay. It's all you, girl. Go for it. I'm here. I'll try to watch it too. Move to make sure I'm supposed to where I'm supposed to be. Right? Yeah. Okay. Yes. Are you guys going to sit somewhere or stand? We'll stand. We don't have chairs. We're cool. Yeah, good. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to have to sit.
Sit. Please
Okay. Okay. The first thing I want to talk about. So I said we were going to talk about leads. first.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Oh, I do want to say something. So she mentioned that you guys are closing, or you're doing your class with, like, ready for bedtime. I just want to tell you something. Don't ever worry that if you even do your classes out on site, ready for bedtime, and you didn't do color or dash out the door or anything to do with color. Don't think to yourself, I'll never tell clean everything, because that's not true. Because they are engaged in the experience with you.
Plus, you don't even use those things at your appointment and stuff, though.
Yeah.
And I have to wake up the next day.
She
Right.
has cream eyeshadow
So,
and none of
Yeah,
that.
I just don't want you to have those thoughts. You're still going to go through everything, including a clean of everything, knowing that you didn't even try color, and you're going to have success. And they're going to say, I want it all. And they may not even pick the color that day, but they're going to buy it. They're going to buy the collection, and then maybe we'll pick the color at my follow-up facial. But they want it today. Yeah.
Okay. After I did the clothes, and of course we didn't choose the colors that were kind of, we did do some color, opposite color cards. But this is what I told her. I said, well, I'm going to give you my card, and I want you to go to my website, and I want you to look at the colors. And I wrote on the back, choose 3 eyeshadows, cheek color, eyeliner, all the things that's in the makeup. And then just go on my website, look, tell me what you want to call me. And then
Beautiful.
I was like, I don't know how else to do
Right.
it without, I didn't want to bring out the lookbook and, because that's stuck in my head. Oh gosh, I want to choose.
Well,
the color that I
they're
want.
both buying everything. There's nobody else there. You could bring out the lookbook. It's okay.
Well,
And
I
they
was
could
already
pick
at
them
2
right
hours,
there.
and I'm
Right.
like,
But that's fine. She did the pivot and she did beautiful. Yeah. Okay, the other thing I want to tell this today is I'm going to jump back to when Candace was talking about the sale, the flash sale. I just wanted, those of you who have been in the company a while, do you remember when we had BizBucks?
Yes.
Okay, this is what the company is doing different. They replaced BizBucks with these flash sales that they're doing.
Oh.
So they really never took anything away from us. They're probably giving us more
Mm-hmm.
with all the major discounts, flash sales, some of the things they're doing. That is kind of more fun and exciting, quite frankly. Okay, it's a nice switch up. I just thought I'd mention that. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I told Candace I think I have to come back even another week.
I know.
Okay.
We're good with that.
So
I
I'm going to tell you my story, my training, my process of thinking on leads and how I build my business with new customers. Because, and I don't do this very often because it's not a philosophy or idea that many adopt. Because a big thing in Mary Kay is warm chat. How many of you warm chat? Okay, those who warm chat, I want you to stand up. You warm chat, stand up. Okay, now. Okay, we call our big room at our studio the Cadillac Salon. So I'm just going to call that. This is the Caddy Salon. Okay. What goes on and what is said in here stays in here. Okay. So I'm going to ask you questions. I want you to be brutally honest with yourself and us. Do you really enjoy warm chatting? And if you do, you stay standing. If you don't, sit down. It's okay.
sit down.
You need to be honest, guys. Okay. Okay, you guys are really digging warm chatting.
Yeah, they're great at it.
I think I go through seasons of liking it and not liking it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
definitely go through
I think
seasons.
I like the results.
Are any of you thinking, probably that's why I like it? Okay. All right, you guys can have a seat. Yes, what were you gonna say?
Oh,
The one that's with the red lipstick. Okay. Yeah, what were you
Stacy.
saying?
I said I like the results. Do I like them? Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yes, I understand it. But I do like it. And
Yeah.
I'm getting results that are letting me.
Yes, Stacy, yes.
Woo!
Can I just say that my mom we did an event last week on Thursday, and my mom talked to like every person that wanted to.
Woo! I'm on down on the floor talking to kids, giving them candy, and my mom's over there doing her thing, and I was so proud of her for doing that because I know that was a huge thing, and she has grown so much by doing that.
But that's not necessarily warm chatting though. That's
No,
that's the
but
thing. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
that
she's
way.
talking.
I'm just
So
saying
here's
that thing for
what
her.
I'm
That
gonna
was
tell you. I
it's
really,
getting into the other part.
those of you who love it, that's great.
Keep doing it.
Yeah. And those of you who don't love it, if you want to push past that, that's great too, okay? I'm not here to tell you it's wrong or it's bad. But I'm
Because
here
there's
to
a lot
give
of
you-
directors and nationals that wear warm chatters, so
Yeah,
it does work.
so, yeah, there's results from it, guys. There's results from anything. But I'm gonna tell you, for me, it just, I would go up and down 15 aisles of the grocery store, telling myself I need to talk to that woman, I need to talk to that woman, and I would never talk to that woman. Okay? I got tired of doing that.
Does that give anyone hope?
Okay? So, what I want to do is to give you some relaxation about if you choose not to do warm chat. And I'm going to give you my analysis as to why. Okay? If you love it, great. It's like, I do not do it, but I can teach it. If you want to do it, I will teach you how to do it for better results, to maximize your results, and to do it in a professional way, and to do it in a way that doesn't have people going like this every time I'm Mary Kay woman that posts stuff. Do you ever run into that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as I give you my analysis, here's what I want you all to know. Those of you who love it, I do not want you to receive this as I'm trying to tell you not to do it. You just think about this if this applies to you. If you think that you learned something and you say, I'm going to make a shift, do something different, that's your business. Okay? It's not to say any of you doing it, loving it, getting results are bad or wrong. Okay? So I, as a DIQ, went to an event that was just an event of a friend whose director was coming into town at her house, and it was me and one other person we were dealing with that showed up. And so this $1 million director said, well, you get me, right? So we got her one-on-one. What do you want to ask? What do you want to know? My question was, as a DIQ, was, I want to know how to get over this warm chatter thing and how to warm chat. Because it scared the bejeebies out of me. And she said, oh, you don't have to. You don't need to do that. So what do you think I'm thinking? Yeah. And so tell me more. And what she told me was, she said, you will not find that in Mary Kay's training. Now, maybe today we will. I don't even know. But this was 20 years ago. But you will not find that in Mary Kay's training. Mary Kay taught us the 3-foot rule. You're out and about. You're out and about because you're out and about. You're not out and about because you went out and about to warm chatter. You're out and about. You're at the counter at Macy's or whatever it's called. And yeah, and you're having a great conversation. You've made a connection. So why not? That is healthy. That is good. Those things I don't even do because I don't want to. My husband for a while was so good, so supportive. He would talk to the people. Oh, here, bring my wife over. I finally had to tell him, don't do that. Okay? Yeah, I've had some fun stories. But here was my thinking. I don't feel like talking to him. I don't want to do that because I don't like it. So if I'm going to do it, it's going to be when I want to do it. Now that's pretty stubborn. That's pretty selfish. That wasn't very open on my part, but that was my choice because I knew I did not have to build my business that way. The other thing that inspired me and encouraged me is that you know that Lisa Matson, how many of you know Lisa Matson? You don't, you're going to find out. You're going to go look her up. You're going to follow her on Facebook. She is the bomb, and she is the goat of Mary Kay as far as I'm concerned.
I didn't know what that meant.
Greatest one of all time. Now, she may not be number one like that other person, but she is a goat over the number one person. And she is because she does everything the Mary Kay way. And she perpetuates this legacy the Mary Kay way. The way Mary Kay intended and what she gives to her area. Lisa Matson comes from the Arlene Lenars area. That's my lineage. Marilyn Welly was mine. Marilyn recruited Arlene, or vice versa. But we're all cousins. Lisa Matson is bomb. She's never warm chatted. She got on the phone when she was a new consultant, booked her first 10 bookings, and never had to get on the phone again in her career to get a booking.
Could you get excited?
When is the best time to get a booking? At the booking. And if it's not at the booking, when's another best time to get a booking? If you are at home booking a class, booking parties, when's the best time to get a booking? Right after you book the booking.
So you're excited.
You don't just get excited and think, you're fat and sassy with one under your belt. You're not. You get another one because you're going to run with that excitement and get another book. Okay? You gave yourself till 8:30 to make phone calls, and you were doing 7:30 to 8:30, and you got a booking at 7:30. Keep going.
She's the one who's the queen of layering, right? The one that we were at $1 Million Weekend.
Yes.
That
So Kristen Sharp gave the analogy of Lisa Madsen versus Linda Tupin, which are two nationals. And she said Lisa Madsen literally made like $4 million more or something because of the follow-up. And she was doing the analogy of tracking, but Lisa Madsen is like amazing about layering and working at full circles. Yes, it was that same lady.
And Gloria Mayfield Banks has told the story that she was visiting Lisa Madsen, and they were out and about like a Walmart parking lot or whatever, and they were getting into Lisa Madsen's Cadillac, and somebody approached her and said something about her Cadillac, nice car, blah, blah, blah. Of course, Gloria Mayfield would have jumped on that opportunity and recruited them right there on the spot, right? But she will tell you the story on stage. I've heard her do this about how Lisa Madsen said, "Oh, thank you." And got in their car and left. And Gloria Mayfield was all over her in the drive home. What? What did you just do? Because that's not Lisa Madsen's thing. Okay? But she's probably like me, or I'm like her. But I'll teach it. I'll show you that that's not a thing. Okay? So sometimes there's a million ideas out in the world of Mary Kay. You have to pray every day that the Lord brings into your world and into your heart the ideas of the million that are best for you. Because you cannot run with all million of them. And that's what I pray for, and I pray that the Lord gives me on my heart what to give to my unit, because it's not right to give my unit $1 million. I need to give them 900,000, but not $1 million. Because of the high high, we could just inundate them, and they kind of get that sometimes. So I have to be, I pray for discernment in that area for my unit, and I pray for that for myself. So I'm going to say that to you. And of all the million ideas, sometimes you have to think of it as, you might hear one and think, it just turns you off. Sometimes we have to be obedient and do it anyway, right? And that's what you want to pray about and really be aware of. And when it's like, okay, I need to follow my director on that. And when it's an idea that you're looking for, what fits you, okay? And what I needed to do was put to bed and put to rest warm chatter. Because it was messing me up. I was like so consumed with it to get my DIQ done, and I had to let it go. So now if I let it go, how am I going to build my business? I'm going to build my business from my circle of business. I'm going to build my business from my circle of influence. And my circle of influence might include the nurse at the doctor's office because I built a relationship with her. And I'm thinking to myself, when I walk in the door, you know what? I have not offered you my card yet. I need to do that, and I am so excited to share this with 100 women this month or this quarter or whatever. I would love to see you to be one of my models or whatever it is, okay? That's okay. But I'm not stepping out that door for the purpose of getting a name. If I am going to do that with my anxiety and my mind and my heart, to get something for my business, I am going to go to my circle. And you know why? My better results are going to come there. Now that, I will tell you, is the truth. Whether you like warm chatter or not, that's fine if you do it and fine if you don't. And book from it. But I will promise you, the efficiency will be in booking from your circle. Okay? So here's my analysis to you. Who warm chat? Pretty much all their business. Okay? Who raised their hand in the back? Okay. Now who's been doing it like the longest?
I'd say Frankie.
Frankie?
Frankie, right?
Oh, okay, Frankie. Stand up. Okay, Frankie. Tell me how many names a week you get. So you're doing this quite a while. So you're kind of a
4 to 5
proactive.
times a week, 3 mostly at a time, sometimes 4.
Okay.
So we're talking 15 to 20 names.
Okay, 15 to 20 names a week you get.
Quite close to 20.
Okay, now, here's what I want you guys to do. I don't want you, when I'm asking these questions, okay, I'm not gonna blow you up what you're doing, because I think it's great.
There are
Whatever.
days when I just don't care.
Okay. But you're going through the motions because you're supposed to. You're going through the motions because you're supposed to.
Yeah.
And even when you don't care, something could happen.
Well, usually I do most of it when I'm chattering at my doctor's appointments, my grocery shopping, when I go to the car license.
Okay. Do you book them on the spot or go home and call them and follow up?
No, I get their name and tell them and put it in my phone and call them when I get home or the morning after I do a thank you text.
Okay.
And then 2 days later I call
Okay.
them and hope they answer.
So you get about 20 names a week,
15 to 20.
and when they don't answer, how many times do you try them before you quit?
Honestly, probably I've got some of them that I've called 12 times.
Okay, all right, so that's okay. That's okay. Some people might only.
But I
some
space
people
them
might have-
out.
You're right, but some people might have a thing of, if I haven't heard back after 3 times or 5 times, they don't anymore. Everyone's different. You get to do what you want. You get to decide.
Well, after 3, I wait for a week or 2.
Well, sure,
probably,
of
then
course. You're not calling. I don't
a month
believe
or
you.
so, maybe.
Yeah, you're not necessarily calling 12 times right then. But you get 20 names a week. I want to know, now you guys, you must be completely honest. No exaggerating, no covering things. We need to know this. How many appointments a week do you hold?
Honestly,
Honestly.
the last couple 3 weeks has been none.
Okay. Have you been warm chatting every week? Okay. Has this been the 3 weeks that you really didn't care?
No, I said there are some days I don't care.
Well, I'm saying, have you had 2 weeks of that?
What's your average from that? People. Well, my average is not good.
Okay.
But I have a problem with nobody answering the phone.
Okay.
In
All
all
right.
reality.
All right. So you are doing it. You are going out, you're collecting the names, you're getting 20 names a week, but you're not necessarily getting consistent appointments from them. But
Right.
this is what you do, and you're okay with it, and that's what you do.
Because and the thing is, I don't have the appointments a lot of times to get names from them, or the skincare class to get names from them. So if I don't, I warn chatter.
Okay. All right.
I get names at all my appointments. But
Right. Okay. Absolutely. Okay. Great. All right. Thank you. All right. Now, who over here? Okay. Stand up. Okay. Tell me do you do this every week? Every day?
I'm in Safeway a lot, so yeah. So my personal thing when I go warm chatting, actually I've done it a lot lately where like before I would just like go out and talk to people, but I've actually gotten like dressed, like I put just a simple little maternity dress
Right.
on and just foundation, the mascara or whatever, and wear my pen and then just go out. And I talk to anybody anyways up and down the aisle, so free of my baby yesterday in Walmart. Okay. I probably get about right now with as many times I've been going out and had confidence to do it, I probably get about 5 to 6 weeks. And I like to put people on the spot because I am really bad at calling.
Okay.
I like to book right on the spot, so I keep my scanner with me at all times, my little scanner thing that I made up. And when I hand somebody my card, I say, let's just get you on my books right now, so you just solidify an appointment. If anything changes, you can make a call, we can change that. And then I usually offer a 2% discount if they hold that that we booked, right?
Okay.
And then if they don't,
All right. And you're telling me that you consistently get 5 appointments a week?
when I'm doing it.
When you're doing
When
it. You consistently get 5 appointments a week.
Not
when
5
you're
appointments, I
doing
get
it.
5 names.
5 names.
And then from that, I probably get 1 or 2.
Okay, on the spot. The ones who don't book on the spot, do you go home and try to book them? Or
I
you
do
got,
that if I remember to call them. then
okay,
yes.
and you don't always do that.
I don't, I get my mind is full.
What do you think when you remember to call? How many of them do you think are booking?
Probably like 40% of them.
Okay, all right. And so how many appointments a week are you holding?
Not a lot lately. But before, when I was really doing like an inventory and I had my excitement and everything like that, it was probably about 40 minutes.
And were most of those coming from one chat?
Most of them were coming from work chat. I did a couple of events that I got a lot of names from. But I like to talk to people. I like to talk a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, so for example, yesterday in Walmart, I got 2 bookings from 2 different ladies that were exchanging my coffee.
All right, so here's what I want to get some more feedback on. The appointments that you're making from Warm Chatter, I want to know, can you tell me, are they pretty much 100% holding? Because you might book them, but do they hold or do they cancel? And what does hold is another one that booked. You get what I'm saying? Are most of them canceling and you're having to reschedule them?
Yeah. For me, I'm probably about like a 70% success rate, keeping them holding. That's why I offer the 10%.
70% success rate. I've never heard that.
Yeah. Well, with my few appointments. Oh, just keeping the ones that I book
Okay.
on the book.
Okay.
So
I'm not questioning it. I'm just saying you guys are doing because I've never heard that. All right, I've got enough information. I'm going to talk to you then about what I'm going to tell you. Okay? Talk to you about what I'm going to tell you. All right. Here's the thing. This is how I thought about it for me and for some of my consultants and people I met over the years. Okay? The anxiety that goes into Warm Chatter. The time you spend out there wandering around, working up the energy, confidence, and everything to even ask sometimes. And even if you've worked past that, like I can do it, guys. I just don't want to. Okay? But so I know I've matured myself enough in my business. I can push past that. If I need to go out and do it to show you guys, I will. But I don't want to. But even if you have worked yourself up to that place where you go out and get the names, the time you spend getting the names, and you come home with 20 names a week, and not very many will book on the spot, generally. That's what I've heard mostly across the whatever. When you book them at home, you might book how many out of 20? How many of you would say would book out of 20? 4? She's saying 4. Would y'all say that? Yeah. Okay, you want to be, okay, so you're going to say 4. So 4 might book out of 20. Those 4 that book out of 20, how many will hold? Let's be real. 2. Y'all feel pretty good about that. Okay?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, that's fine. Those 2 will hold. Okay. Now, how many hours do you think you spent getting those 2?
Too many.
Now, I could take just as many hours, and let's just say, I don't even know, because we didn't get into that. Let's just say you take 4 hours in all of that. If I take 4 hours and call my circle of influence, or my customer base. Now, I have a customer base of almost 400. I've been doing this for a long time, and I kind of keep them weeded out. What do you want me to ask you? Okay.
Circle of.
Yeah, I was going to ask that question too.
Okay, well, circle of influence is everybody you know. If you were making a wedding list for your daughter, don't we start inviting everybody we know? Well, pretty much we do. It's rare that we don't. You can just go to everybody you know.
Think about it. Think
How many
about they're
years
gonna
have you
get you
been
a
doing
$50
that?
present. 11.
And I gotta tell you, I was meeting with her every week, and we would talk about the circle that she has not reached out to. And she would tell me, okay, I'm reaching out to them. And then I'd be talking to her one morning, I'm like, oh, there's more names you haven't reached out to? I'm telling you guys, you have a plethora of names you have not reached out to, of people you know. Even if you don't know them well, you know them. So you can call them up and say, hey, this is Barbara Milan, remember me? Yeah. It's not a stranger that you met in the grocery store. Yes.
That's actually something I've been working on these last couple of weeks to kind of preemptively get my DIQ plan rolling a little bit more to get these bookings, so I know what I'm doing when I get myself into this situation.
Yep.
And what I do is I scroll through Facebook and I look at a name that I haven't talked to yet, and I write it down. And then I'll go through and see their conversation and be like, oh, that person. Write down every single person you can think of, even if it's on your chicken list. And I've just been writing them down. And then it's actually getting a hold of them. But at least you're formatting the list of the names. And then at that point, yes, you prioritize.
Because it's people you've met somewhere in your life.
Exactly.
Okay? Now, if you just get a stranger on Facebook because they're a stranger because they're on somebody else's friends list, see, that's like Warm Chatter. They don't know you, you don't know them. Okay? So let me finish the thought, okay? Because I will get discombobulated.
Circle of
Okay.
influence.
So you're talking, so you spend that same amount of time and you call your circle, even if it's small, and you you diligently call every single person that you know, a minuscule, and you talk to them about what you're doing and I want to borrow your face or whatever it is. If you get one booking out of there, okay, think of that. Can you get one? Can you just get one? Okay, y'all feel like you could just get one. And y'all, are you thinking about, yeah, there's a bunch of names I want to call. You can probably call everybody and get one. If everybody feels good about that, then we're rocking here on the same page. You get that one name and you schedule her. Do you know that her chances of holding are better? Do you know why? She knows you. There's a little bit of reciprocal bonding going on there. She knows you. And there's probably somebody in there that's held a class for you before that is a diamond hostess, which I'll explain in a few minutes here, that you could say, hold another party for me because I really need your help. I've done that. I really need your help. I had nothing on my books and I've got to go to my meeting looking a little good here. And I need one booking and you're the one I call because you're my favorite hostess because you were the funnest. So I really need your help, Frankie. I just really need your whole other party. Probably I'm going to get her to do one for me. And another reason she's going to hold for me is because she knows me and she knows what she's holding. These strangers that we meet, they don't even know what a beauty experience is, what a facial. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, guys, but they don't know. And that's why when something else comes up in life, oh, I got this thing. Oh, I'll just cancel it. Okay, because they don't know. And you're going to get all this free. They don't know what they're getting free because they don't know anything about Mary Kay. It's different than when Frankie holds a party for me because she knows me and she knows what she's holding. And she invites all of her friends who know nothing about Mary Kay, but they're not coming for me, they're coming for Frankie. And now they're going to know what Mary Kay is all about. Okay, so now I took that same amount of time, I got one booking. That's it. Guess what? I'm going to feel fat and sassy. And I'm going to stop. I'm going to be happy. And I got one booking. Okay? And it's going to hold. And it does hold. And from that booking, I got how many more bookings? If there are 4 people there, I probably got 1. Okay? Okay, I'm starting to roll now. I am on a roll. Now, do you think that scenario, that one booking, and then when she holds in 2 weeks, the one more booking you got from her, that's only 2. And I spent the same amount of time that I spent on the warm chatter, 20 names, anxiety, cancel, working at trying to get it home, right? But this one helped. Do you see the difference? Yeah. Where am I going to put my time, my energy, and even my emotional anxiety? Now, if warm chatter is good for you, God bless you. Do it. But here's, and there can be a time and place for it, but here's what I want to tell you. I totally believe the company needs to invite me into their corporate diamond circle meeting because I need to tell them something. There are 2 things that trip up women in this business and send them hiking. Whether it takes this woman a few weeks, this woman a year or 2, or whatever, there are 2 things that will trip them up and send them down the road. What do you think they are? Warm chatter and the money, honey. If you don't know the money of this business, meaning how to manage your business with the money and feel like you're making money and not pouring into it all the time and feel like you're getting somewhere, those 2 things, it may take you a while. Every personality is different because what? We are caught up in the bubble. We're caught up in the fun. We're caught up in the warm fuzzy. We're caught up in all, and that's okay. We're caught up in the future. But eventually, one day, people are going to fall on. Huh? Well, it does. Emotionally as well. And what I did is had to find out. I went into Candace. It wasn't just Candace, another Candace, to ask her about this warm chatter thing because I did not want my tank to run out of gas. I'm in the DIQ thing, and I need to figure this out. That was my attitude. When she filled up my tank real quick by giving me another option, and I could let that go. But that's what we hear so much about. Okay? I mean, Gloria Maple Base, her area is built on warm chatter. Well, fine. I'm not going to do that. I want to keep you emotionally stable because there is enough ups and downs in this business that we can get through. And we can get through those too, but doesn't it make sense to you? You may withstand it, but the next woman might not. You may not be the one that'll struggle with it ever. And that's awesome. But you might be, and you might have a team member, because we're all made up different. So I'm aware of that, but for me, just me, I choose not to even talk about it or train about it in the meeting. They hear about it enough, right? Out there in the world. And when it comes up and they come to me about it, we talk about it. I give them what they need. I give them what they need to go try it. I'll give them the tools and let them figure it out. But I also give them the release to let it go. Because I want to empower them with their circle. Because I would rather you guys, okay, I had a talk with the director. I'm on my drive to Kansas City where my family is. She calls me up. She doesn't know I'm driving to KC. I'm with my husband. And I start talking to her, and she's like, Shari, you never won't chatter. How do you do it? We ended up in a 3-hour conversation. Bless my husband's heart, you know. He just let me roll, right? 3 hours conversation. She said I changed her life in her business as a director because I gave her this training. I said, I don't really get into this. Not everybody wants to buy into what I'm thinking here. But she listened. She said, you changed my life, because what I did is I freed up time. She said for a while she found herself thinking, okay, guys, I don't care if you sit there and eat milk chocolate. I don't care if you sit there and clean house. I don't care if you just want to do something for yourself. That is better. Because Mary Kay, and I want you to hear my heart on this, because I'm not a $1 million director, but Candace is. But Candace will tell you, this is not, you know, so you can say I'm not working it enough. I'm not to be a $1 million director. But even to be a $1 million director, they will teach you and tell you it's important to have that balance or that harmony. And there are times to make sacrifices and to say to your family, dinner out or whatever it is you say, whatever you say.
Dinner is questionable.
Yeah, dinner is questionable. But you don't want to empty that bank account either. Okay? You've got to take care of your family. You've got to be there. When you say hour of power, or we call it hour of power, till 8:30, and you didn't get any bookings, and you didn't get a single sale, but you diligently did what you were supposed to do, that time that you allotted on the weekly plan sheet to work the phones or whatever, at 8:30, you do not make another call to 8:35 because you're determined to get one thing. I can't stop till I get one booking. No, because you told your family 8:30. Then by the word, you go downstairs, you flip the switch, and you go downstairs or whatever to your family at 8:30. Okay? You told them 8:35, take till 8:35. But if you told them 8:30, then you give them that. Okay? Because they deserve that. And so do you. When I started my business and I was getting frustrated at some point, I remember a very, very good friend of mine, very successful in the world of Amway. And, you know, I just, they were these positive people that I took in their energy. I remember him that talking to me, go, well, how many hours a week are you working? I laughed at myself to think I told him, oh, I'm working at 40 hours a week. Guys, that's probably lucky to be working at 20. Because I was shuffling paper or I was thinking about it. I was thinking about that one chatter thing that I used to do. Seriously, anybody know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I want you to release yourself. I am happy if you release yourself of all the warm chatter hours and you put your time into booking and you got one booking, because it is probably as valuable, if not more, than the other one you got, because it's more reliable. And you'll probably have more. But I am fine if you decide to do something else for your married business that you have decided is productive and important for you and fills your cup. That's fine. Or if you are able to say, wow, this is where I get to take breath and really feel like this is working. Is this making sense? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Making sense to you guys? Yeah. Okay. Now I've got a couple questions that I got to tell you how to get a booking that on the phone says, I need to talk to my friends first. I need to see what day they can do it and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell you how you're going to get that done right then instead of letting them go, getting it later. So don't let me forget that. And so what are the questions?
I was just going to say thank you for sharing that alternative.
Yeah.
Alternative. Yeah. Where you're supposed to have like 5 different ways to get me, so this is another way that we focus on folks who want to say thank you.
Yeah. So I will challenge you, you all have a bigger circle that you have not reached out to anything yet, I promise you do. It might be your chicken list. It might be, oh, I didn't even think of them. Or it might be what, Barbara? What is your list? Because I know you still have uncharted territory in your list.
I do, yes, I do.
And yet, she is like, and I'm not criticizing her because you're all this way. She is chomping at the bit to be a red jacket, or to be IQ, or to be whatever. And she's got uncharted territory? What?
My phone bites me, yeah.
Like her. Okay, very good. Because let's get to the real issue here. There are some people who would rather put themselves through that brutal stuff of mortality. That's what I call it, okay? I mean, really, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. That might feed some people. Now, when I do talk to people out there, I talk to people because I want to. But you know what I do? It's almost a challenge for me. I will talk to people to tell them how beautiful they are. I love your makeup. I love your dress. I love your whatever. And deliberately not mention Mary Kay. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah. And then sometimes my husband will say, if the conversation keeps going, yeah, my wife's a Mary Kay director. And then, oh, you saw Mary Kay? Well, okay. I mean, sometimes when he does it, it's like it works out okay. But it's only when we've started to have this full-on conversation. But I deliberately don't mention Mary Kay because, and this is just me, I really don't want it to be about that. I'm just gonna let you know I love that boss on you. Who came into me? What was your name? What was your name? Pam. Pam. See, when she walked to the door, I loved her colored blouse with that jacket. For me, is like, whoa, I love that. And then the necklace, see, I would have gone up to her and told her that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love your ensemble, blah, blah, blah. And I would have left it at that. Now, there are a few times, I will admit, that I go ahead and give them my card, but I never want to take away from it. But you know why I say that's okay for me? Because it gave me the practice to talk to people. So that when I do feel compelled, and sometimes I do, to talk Mary Kay, I will, and I will do so comfortably. Because I never held myself back from still talking to her. I just kept the Mary Kay part out. Yeah, that's me. I'm giving you permission. But that means you've got to work your circle. Okay, yes.
Do you wear your Mary Kay bling out?
No.
Wherever you go?
No. If I wear anything, it's my B. Because that gets hot. But if I didn't have a B, I would wear my Mary Kay pin, and that was it. As a newer consultant, I wore all my bling. Then I kind of learned that probably just might be sufficient. Because the people just look at it like, what? Just make it one pin when you're out. Yes.
How do you tap into your circle of influence of the people that are like in other states? I've been in Michigan for 4 years and have all these people that I've never talked to because I don't understand
Skype, there's Skype, but let me tell you, I've never done that. I don't want to. But I've been doing this for 25 years. I can make that choice, okay? And while I want a Cadillac, and I've had 3 Cadillacs, but I'm not back in it, you could say, well, Shari, then get into it and still Skype. Okay, but I am choosing not to do that. If I were earlier in my business, I would do what I didn't want to do on some things, and I would Skype, because that's what you do now. You didn't then. I don't like that for me. So I'm going to say to you, the reason I wouldn't even told you that is because don't ask me. But Skype, tap into those people. Skype or whatever it is you do to do those kind of facials or facial, whatever it is. There's a couple different ways. Find out what works for you and do it, and learn from somebody who does it. I tell my consultants, go on Facebook and post who knows how to do this, and let them know. Yeah, yeah.
Sure. So today when I did my consultation, I didn't get a follow-up appointment. I got named at a follow-up appointment, and I didn't talk about the opportunity. And I know we talked about she was a consultant before you.
Yeah.
So talk to me about, okay, so you're scheduling a follow-up appointment. I've done this in that step where you talk to her about the follow-up appointment for her to. This is the only thing.
The follow-up appointment is because Mary Kay, this is what I say, because this way I can blame it on Mary Kay. Mary Kay said, this is part of my spiel. Remember I said this. Mary Kay says we're entitled to 2 appointments. The first appointment is to try this product and learn about the importance of skincare. And that's what we're going to do today. As well, we're going to have a dash out the door look. It's got a little bit of color. At your follow-up appointment, we'll try more advanced color that's selected just for you. And that's when we get to see that you're receiving optimum results from your skincare. Because remember I told you we 100% satisfaction guarantee our products. And if you want, you can invite a few friends and earn free products at your follow-up facial. Now, do you see all the pieces I put in there, how important they are? I'm going to tell you something. When you are with 1 or 2 people, it's hard to do all those things because you feel like things, but you've got to. You have got to take your separation from the table and go sit over there and do that one-on-one post. Because while I've done it keeping everybody together and I've done it and I've had success, then I get a little fat and sassy. And I'm sitting in a situation, I'm thinking, oh, I don't need to go over there. And we just sit down and we try to close. And I've almost blown it. And my story is I had a person sit down with me and everything was going good with all the closes. And I had a woman sit down with me that was the best friend of the hostess. And her husband just lost his job that day. And my hostess knew it. She's kind of a friend of mine. And she'd been a client of mine in my CPA firm before we got into Mary Kay. And I'm sitting down with her friend. And her friend wants to buy everything. My hostess, Kathy, is going, oh, Donna, you don't have to do that. Really. You don't need to do that. Don't worry about it. She's taking it on like she's doing it for Kathy. And Kathy's like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to get that. Don't worry about it. And I'm just trying to ignore that and keep talking to her and bring her along with what she was saying, right? Kathy keeps talking. I said, Kathy, shut up. You are doing just fine. Thank you very much. I just did it like that. And she just, whatever, she walked away. I could do that with her, okay? I had to do something. You see, I almost lost it. I learned then. I will never, I don't care how good it feels, how comfortable it feels. I will never do that again. So it just takes an experience like that. That's why I say, I'm going to tell you my critiquing so that we learn from this. Doesn't mean it couldn't go well when we blow it, because it does. But it doesn't mean we can't always be sharp about it, right? And aware of how to be sharp. Make sense? Yeah. Okay, so that's the importance of that. And then the other thing you said, you didn't even talk about the follow-up facial. It is hard for people to play the game. Okay, but you still find ways to talk about it. Because you let them know we're going to talk about a follow-up facial a lot during this. Then you can find this out as a follow-up facial. When we get done, we'll schedule the follow-up facial. It's so important to plant that seed and put it there, put it there, put it there. Just like Younger Health and More Beautiful Skin. Because then they will have the same confidence and ease with you at the very end when you say, let's schedule your follow-up facial. And here's the thing, when you forget to talk about the opportunity, you forget to talk about the follow-up facial, what do you have to do? You have to give a call. And guess what? One, that's harder. It's just harder. To get people to take the time and talk to you, it's like I already gave you 3 hours of my time. It's harder, you guys. If you haven't experienced it, you will. Second, it's hard. I forgot what second was. And third, there was something else. Not only harder. Say what? What? Well, it's less likely to happen. Because the more time that goes by, it doesn't. And they don't see the need. Yeah. Well, my person that spent $1,000 I told you about, one person, I forgot to talk about that. And she really got me so discombobulated with Shari, don't even finish this one at all. So I did try to talk to her later about, you know what? I texted her, this is what we do, and we need to do that. No, I'm good. Listen, when they're in your presence and it's better. Okay? So I missed my chance with her to maybe bring it along, to get a couple of friends there. So, and now she's in the throes of remodeling her house, and I forget that. So it just takes more of our time to go back in. But I will tell you, you must go back in for 2 reasons. One, there's an opportunity. You've got to find it. You still got to get it. But second, it teaches you a lesson. Because when you get done, you're like, I ain't doing that again. You're going to make sure you do it right at your class. Because that's the best place. Yes. Time. Sorry. No. Oh my gosh. Okay, but there. I'm sorry. Yeah.
You were gonna say,
Yeah.
we were on the phone. I don't know if you were gonna say, hey, Bill, I'm fine, I'm with my Mary Kay, that you were gonna tell us yourself.
Yeah, we prefer the fall. I couldn't leave it at that. That's why you're coming back next week. Okay, so what do you do next? Just end it and everybody goes home?
We're gonna empowering statements.
What?
Yeah, our empowering statements.
Okay, well,
But
so let me
before
ask,
we do
can
that,
I say something?
Yeah.
So can I give them one piece and say, if you have to go, go, or do you not want me to do that?
So what we'll do is we're gonna do our empowering statement. Sherry had a lovely chair over here, so if you have questions, or we can stay. I thought,
You got what?
Need to go.
yeah.
Yeah.
But Candace likes it when we end with our empowering statement because it's really powerful.
Also,
we're gonna do that real quick, and then yeah.
And
Also,
then
if
you want to stay, and I will tell you how to take that booking to a close, instead of her saying to you, let me get back with Ray.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to give you if you want to stay. So do your empowering statement.
okay, before we do that though, so if you are staying and you are a senior or above, if you guys could help us just put the room back together and kind of clean up, that would be super helpful.
What about closing our guests?
Are your guests still in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost done. They're doing. Candace is doing marketing right now.
Okay, we'll also close your guests. That's a little important. That's a little important. Cool.
Okay.
So empowering statement, and then if you want to stay and hear what I tell you, I will tell you. I will tell you.
For those of us who have to close our guests, can you maybe mention it next time too?
Well, it'll be recorded.
Oh.
Yeah, you can watch the end of the recording. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Sherry, you're gonna do it with us.
I am.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna do it with us. Alright. I own my power. I own my power. My power resides within me. My power resides within me. Nobody can take my power. Nobody can take my power. Because my power belongs to me. Because my power belongs to me. I will become what I believe. I will become what I believe. My thoughts control my actions. My thoughts control my actions. I believe beyond what I can see. I believe beyond what I can see. My dream is big enough. My dream is big enough. Therefore, facts don't matter. Therefore, facts don't matter. I own my power. I own my power. My best days are ahead. My best days are ahead. I have made the choice to change. I have made the choice to change. Change my work habits. Change my work habits. Change my attitude. Change my attitude. Change my beliefs. Change my beliefs. Therefore, changing my bank account. Therefore, changing my bank account. When I change, everything around me changes. Everything around me changes. Change is my choice. Change is my choice. I own my power. I own my power. Watch out, world. Watch out, world. I'll see you at the top. I'll see you at the top. We'll just carry her chair back.
Okay, I'll stand for this. Okay, I'll go through this quickly, okay? And, okay, so what I'm gonna talk about is you have
If you gotta go, go quietly so we can get this on
Joanna on the
recording.
phone. And you're trying to book her, and you can sense and you can tell she's willing to book. But she is being a little hesitant. And so you're talking to her about, she's kind of, and she says, you know what, let me just check with my friends and see, if they would want to do it. So I'm gonna say something like, well, you know, sometimes it's easier, it's a tentative booking. Sometimes it's easier just to go ahead and book the appointment. Let's schedule your class, and then let them know what you're going to do, and they'll respond. Because otherwise, if we just try to go back and get everybody's yay or nay, it's kind of hard to get everybody on the same page. So it's better just to say, I've got the schedule. And then she might say, you know, I don't know, I'm just really rather talk about it. So, because this just happened with me. So I said to her, okay, Joanna, let me ask you something. I like to ask permission to ask, okay? So can I ask you a question? Yeah? Because once you ask permission and she says yes, it doesn't matter. She might be fearful of what she's going to ask or what she's going to do, right? But she said yes, so she's going to let you ask. I'm going to say, okay, here's my curious question. So let's say hypothetically we were going to schedule you something. What day of the week? Because that's the other thing I'll find out is they'll say, oh, let me see what day is better for the girls. And I'll also remind her, everybody will have a different time, right? So you're better off just having the day. and then I get it booked out and plenty enough time where everybody's got time to plan for it. So I'll say, just hypothetically, just curious. So Joanna, if we were going to schedule something today, what day of the week would you schedule? What day of the week would you pick? Would you pick? And she said, well, I like Friday. And I'm gonna say, well, I just want you to know, I have 2 Fridays in the month of April. I have this one and this one. You might keep that in mind. And I just want you also to know, Friday is actually the most popular day. People start to get there. So that actually is a really good day. So, what if you know if one of those 2 Fridays, if you were to decide something, would have worked for you? Yeah, probably the 30th would work. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna pencil you in. Let's go for the 30th. And what I do is I will create a meme for you, a picture of the invite, and I will send it to you. And sometimes it's even easier as you're talking to your friends if you can show them this or text it to them and say, I'm going to do this party on this date. And you can find out how that works. And if it doesn't work for them, or do you need to change, just let me know and I'll just change the date. Oh, okay. And then I'll even explain to her, when I send this to you, it's great to text with it, to email with it, or even create an event on Facebook and use it as your invite. And if you do it on Facebook, be sure you invite me too, because I like to send the messages to let them get excited about all the things I'm going to give them for free when they come. And what did I just bring her through? A process of a tentative booking, a process of a hypothetical, if you were to do this, what would you pick? And I'll just pencil and I put it on my calendar, and I'll just go ahead and send you the meme, and I can just change it if you find that it's not the date that works. But when that much is done, it's probably done.
Do you give her
And
something?
you do the hard part for her.
Sometimes it's not an automatic thing, but once in a while I do. Once in a while I do. But generally I can tell already by the time I got to that point if I were able to get to that point. And there's been times where I didn't, and it's like, oh, okay, you fill it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll call you back.
Right.
But my feeling is I need to close it down. Because of texting back and forth after that to get it done, it just takes forever and ever. One time I did do a back and forth Facebook messaging to get something confirmed. It took me 45 minutes. If we were on the phone talking live, it wouldn't. But that's not what they do today. But it took me 45 minutes from beginning to end to finally get that thing on the books. But I wouldn't let it go. Okay? But that's the process I use. It's pleasant persuasion.
It's a hypothetical.
Pleasant persistence. Okay? Does that help?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a hypothetical. Oh, well, that's
Yeah. Or if, and I put that emphasis on if. It's just like recruiting. If they're having a hard time deciding, well, let's just say if you were to do this, if you were to become a beauty consultant, tell me what the benefits to you would be. And they tell you. Well, the flexibility. Okay, tell me more. Anything else? And they'll tell you the next thing. And then you get to that third thing, and that third thing is the real thing that they get excited about. Or if it's the other way I'm going, I'm saying, if you something's holding you back, I'll say, other than fear, what is holding you back? Now they probably never said a word about fear, but that's all right. I'm going to say it.
Right.
Because when I say other than fear, what other than fear is holding you back? Well, I'm not afraid. Okay. Yeah, that helps me to get that out of the way. See, I didn't say, are you afraid? That's how I got to find out if they're afraid. Oh, I'm not afraid. But it's amazing how many will say, well, yeah, there's that, and then they give you something, and you say, great. Anything else? Okay. You kind of just listen, okay. Anything else? See how casual it is? Mm-hmm. Y'all know how you got to get to the third reason? Because the first thing they told you that's holding them back is not the reason. I'm not good at sales. That is not the reason. And they give you the second reason. That's not the reason. The third reason is the reason. Now, if they say the reason, the first reason, the second reason, and the third reason is all the same reason, if they're doing that with you, then they hit it. But generally speaking, most people are going to have 3 things. And the third reason, now you know what you're dealing with. Okay, went through that with somebody who found out they didn't know where they were gonna ship their product. Well, hello, I can fix that.
That's my house.
You guys, sometimes you have to do that because when people say, no, it's not for me, then we don't know how to find out what, to tell me more.
What does that mean?
We let that go, and it's like, oh, that is like easy, that is solvable, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what
Got
I mean?
it.
Yes.
A quick question, you said when you're introducing or contacting your sphere of influence, your circle of influence, and you don't want to go through the small talk because you know each other, you have a small. I think you said something.
Oh,
like you're
Mary,
calling
okay,
in,
yes.
you have your Mary Kay house. How do you?
Yeah,
get to the
because
point?
I know you guys are holding back calling people because, oh, they're gonna think all I call about is this, because they're a friend, a family member, whatever. I don't know if I should call them, should I call them again? Or maybe they are a customer, but you're really trying to meet a goal and you really need to interview them and you need one more person to share the opportunity with, whatever it is. And so, Elizabeth, is Elizabeth or Liz? Elizabeth, okay, so you called Elizabeth, who is your cousin, and you don't want her to think it's just always about Mary Kay, even though it probably is. But that's all right. Elizabeth, this is Shari. I'm so excited. I just want you to know I'm wearing my Mary Kay hat today. So I've got just a minute. I won't take too long of your time, but can I take a minute with my Mary Kay hat? She's probably going to say yes. Even if it irritates the poop out of her, she's going to say yes. Because it could irritate her because she goes, there she is calling me again about Mary Kay. But did you just not ask her permission? Did you just not say I'm wearing my Mary Kay hat? She's still going to let you because she just said yes. The door is open. So now you take that opening.
Right.
And I talked to her. And you do not have to feel bad. You have your excitement, your passion. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to meet a goal. I got to get to $1,000. You can either buy $1,000 or you can buy lipstick. And I've done that with my best friends. Okay? Which would you prefer? Well, I do have a couple things I get ordered in too. And they do. I said, okay, great. I can't wait to talk to you again later. Bye. I hung up. Now, I may not talk to her again later, but let me tell you this. You have to let it go. You cannot feel guilty about it because the phone works both ways.
Yeah.
Okay?
Amen.
The phone works both ways. You told her it was Mary Kay. She gave you permission. And if ever somebody wants to whip that on you, then all you have to say is, when I call you, I tell you. And I ask permission, and he's given it to me. And I want you to know that the phone works both ways. And I love you very much. And I appreciate you. And I'm so glad that we're cousins. But I am so sorry that you feel that way. I will do my best to change that. And I hope that you will come my direction as well and give me a call sometime because I love you. Okay? I doubt it'll get to that. Because you really just have to let it go. You did your part. If there's any more problems, it's her problem.
Right.
And you have to let it go. Does that help?
Yes.
I'm wearing my Mary Kay hat. Yes.
Just have one, what do you do if they say no? You say, okay, thanks.
Right.
Have a good day.
I mean, if they say, no, I don't have a minute?
Or no.
Yeah, no, I don't have a minute, or no, I don't want. I've literally had a friend of mine just be like, no, I really don't want to talk about Mary Kay right now.
You say, great. Thank you for your honesty and tell me. Tell me what a better time is to call you. When she says never, then you know what I would say? I thank you. I appreciate you letting me know.
Right.
I'm sorry that you feel that way. I will let you go.
And I've had people tell me they don't want to know, and I'm like, thank you for telling me. I appreciate your feedback.
Yeah.
That way it's not wasting my time and
Yeah.
I'm not wasting your time.
And I'm not afraid to say, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yeah.
Because I am sorry. I didn't say how sorry, like, I'm sorry you feel that way because it's your loss and you're gonna wrinkle, or I'm sorry you feel that way because I'm not saying to her, I'm sorry you feel that way because I think it's pretty crummy that you're my friend or my family member and you can't support me. I'm not saying that. I'm just sorry you feel that way.
When they could be in the middle of a crisis at that moment.
If you have
Exactly.
guests, they're ready for
Yeah.
closing.
They
And
could be
you
in the
guys
middle of a crisis and you have to give them the benefit of the doubt. There's just a bad moment. And that's the other thing, that when you do call for customer service and they feel they're short and hurt and they say, nope, can't talk right now, or nope, don't need anything, goodbye.
Yeah.
You can't let that stop you from calling again. Remember I had you write this down? Your business is their leisure.
I've been thinking about that all week.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. 'Cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
What their lives look like.
Yeah, and just imagine, you've probably done that yourself when you've received a phone call. It's not been a good moment for whatever reason. You could have just stubbed your darn toe. And you're pretty cranky about it. So just don't worry about it. You gotta call again, because the next time, I'm sure this has happened to you. You probably talked to them again and they were like totally fine. And you're saying to yourself, yeah, it's a totally different phone call than the first one. Because we are allowing ourselves to be still hung up on that first one or that other one. They were short curt, because we internalize it so much. We've got to let it go. Yes.
I just want to touch on that. Say, I've had so many people that I've worked at, or people I know that I have texted like 10 times over the span of however long, and they say nothing. So in my head, I'm like, well, I don't want to give up. Maybe they are interested. But I have spent so much time putting into text and how can I say this new and how can I say this fresh. But if they had just said, no, thank you, which many people have, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because then I'm not wasting your time. I'd rather someone tell me, no, not right now. I'm too busy right now. I'll call you when I'm ready. Then they just don't say anything. And I'm spending all my time trying to be creative so that if that moment does occur, they're going to call me, which they never do. But I'm just saying. I'd much rather get to know right away so I know where I was.
So I have a question because I've had times where I book parties from parties and I get to like the Orthodox party, and they're like, well, all my friends are here, you know, and there's like a big group of like 5 of them, and they all say, well, yeah, all my friends are here, and they write nothing on referrals, nothing on, you know, and the people that I've known or I know of acquaintances, they, you know.
You know there's a bigger circle?
Yes, I do know there's a bigger circle.
If you feel like you know there's a bigger circle, then I'd be saying to them, you know, you could say something, what's your name? Marie. I say Marie. That's why you have me. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you think of them. Together we can think of them. Now, wouldn't you agree that might be worth $100 in free? I know that you know more than 5 people.
Yeah.
And all you need is 3. Now your 5 friends can come too.
Yeah.
You just need 3 new ones. I'll help you find the 3 new ones. Let's just try it. If we have to reschedule or cancel it, we can. But let's just try it, and I'll help you come up with your 3. And then you can later, or even at that moment, if she needs to, give her a list of, okay, how about this person? How about your children's friend's mother? And, you know, you can go through the list. Yes.
I don't have a problem getting the referrals, but sometimes they write down a wrong phone number or disconnected phone number, or, you know.
Well, you guys, I don't do referrals. I don't do referrals. I get referrals from my customers all the time, but not at classes. So I will tell you on that for sure, you gotta let it go. Well, like I had somebody call me up just the other day. I think she said she got me on flying. I don't know. It was kind of weird. Are you a Mary Kay lady? Yep. Okay. I really need to get back into this. Okay. I need a book. Okay. Got her name and address, and we've got to send it to her. Got to the post office. I said that zip code and that exact address does not exist. And you know what? I don't know why, but I did not get her phone number. So I went back to my caller ID, and it was like an unidentified thing, and I just guessed it and guessed the right one. I said, "You the one? Are you so and so called?" Yes. I said, "This is." As soon as I said my name, she goes, "I'm not going to talk to you right now." And I just quickly slipped in. I said, "I just tried to mail you a package," and they said the address doesn't exist. I already took care of it. I said, "Okay, thank you." Weird things happen.
Who knows what that's about?
Who knows? Too much time to figure it out. Yep. That kind of goes into the warm cattle thing. I had to let go of that angst. Really, guys, warm cattle gave me anxiety. I just did it. That's me. But I felt better because I have built my business on for my circle. And I will tell you that I would still try to get names. And I would bring them home and put them on my desk to follow up. Guess what? Who said they don't follow up?
Kelly.
She's already done.
I would look back and go, and you know what I had to do? I had a lot of those. And I even knew what to say to them if I didn't call. You know what? We met 6 months ago, and I'm calling to redeem myself. So I can tell you what to say. Okay? I can, and I've done it. But guess what? I have learned, just like you have to take the clothes out of the closet and throw them away and let them go. I had to take those names and put them in the trash and let it go. Because what I was going through to get to the place of connecting with them, I could do better putting that anxiety or energy or whatever into calling my circle and getting a booking that just felt good all the way around. You with me?
Yeah. Well, I think it's just doing what you're good at too.
Yes.
And what serves you.
Yes.
You know, it's really important. Right.
Yes.
Knowing your strengths. It's about relationships because I mean, I know when you were saying that you purposely don't mention Mary Kay. I do that all the time. Most of my parties over the summer, you guys, I met in a swimsuit with no makeup on at the Villa pool because our kids were playing together at the pool. And so I got her name and number so I could text her next time we were going to the pool. And then after I saw her a couple of times in real life at the pool, then I casually brought up Mary Kay in a conversation when we finally started talking about what we did for a living.
Yeah.
But it was the relationship that was built before. She became a part of my circle before I asked her to do anything.
That's an excellent point. In fact, today I was eating at one of our favorite diners, 24/7 diner places, social casual place, right? Went this morning and I didn't have my makeup on. God forbid, but I didn't. And I said, I walked in and said, I want her. Because we know them all, but it's like whoever, that one that was working there, I said, I want Emily. And got Emily. And I've been in there with makeup and without makeup before with Emily. And anyway, I don't know what she said. I said, oh, I don't have any makeup today. She goes, oh, I don't care, whatever, right? She was really nice about it. We sat down, and she knows I do Mary Kay. And I've never talked to her. We've been having Emily for a long time, for a lot of months. And today she says, I really want to get with you. I really want to get with you. I'm like, really? And pulled out my cards, got her name and number, and came home, and we're just texting back and forth on the date now, this Wednesday or next type thing. That's how it works. There was the relationship. I'm about building a relationship. But I also totally agree, and God bless the women that can just, boom, meet you, sign you up today. Book you today, go home, facial, and sign you up. That just doesn't work for me, okay? I probably could do it, but I don't even want to go there, okay? But I'm okay with that. So you go with what works for you.
What I'm hearing you say, Shari, is to use these great interpersonal communication skills of warm chatter to build relationships.
Yeah.
Work on that and grow in that area because that's connecting with people is what this life is all about.
Yeah.
And
it's truly what Mary Kay wanted.
And they'll want to know, once you have a relationship, they care about you, they'll be excited to know that your life is, Mary Kay. They want to know more about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, I guess it's just taking a slightly different look at it.
I think if I have my alter ego person,
I already did.
I love warm chatter. I can get a name and a number 20 days this side of Sunday, but my challenge is I can talk to you face to face, but I can't call you.
But see, and that's the other reason I went through this, guys. If you are getting names and numbers, you're saying, well, I love warm chatter. But you're going home and nothing's happening with them, then why even do that? I'm sorry, why even do that? I'm going to be really direct on that. I'd rather you put the time into your circle or put the time into taking a nap, for goodness sake.
I'm down with that one.
Seriously. I will need that because your warm chatter time might have been fun. But once you just put yourself through,
I organized alphabetically.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why for me, I gave up on the roses. I tried the roses, you guys. I thought, okay.
I do that all the time, and when I went out and I got 4 names, none but.
Yeah, I can tell you, I tried it for several months. I tracked it. I'm an accountant, that's what I do. I tracked it, I tracked my time. I can take that same time, and if I would just do it, focus on my people that I know, and not even my customer list. It can just be people that I've met that I haven't even gotten on my list yet. I'll get the same results as far as bookings probably, but really better long-term results in the end. And I just let go of a whole lot. You feel better when you clean out a closet and let go. Okay, it's the Frozen song. Let it go. So it's fine if you love doing the warm chatter and you're building just fine with it. But I want to know honestly, who here feels any relief? Okay.
Okay, I felt relieved the first time you told me. Should I be raising my hand?
Twice.
Then.
Yeah. So I'm going to challenge you. You still need to go to work. What did Stacey James say? How did she say it? Before she said the bit about the parked car, you still got to go to work. You do the work to give God something blessed.
Right.
Yeah. So I still challenge you to go to work with your circle. Reach out to them. And the phone does not bite you.
Only Barbara's.
Only Barbara's.
I have a quick question.
And see, that's good to identify. You want to know something? This is the first time she said this. Okay. Now I know that, but I got it a little bit more direct today. But guess what? Do you think as her director, now that I know this, it's like, okay, I'm better informed on what we need to do with Barbara. She is tired of listening to me nag about those names. I need to go at my nagging a little differently now. Okay? Because now I know what the real problem is. Yes. Okay. Anybody else? Anything you want to say yes?
So I have a question. I have a problem with I meet somebody and that's it. Like it stops at the one time. But I still have all their profile cards from I've been doing this for almost 2 years now.
You met them where?
Well, like facial.
Okay.
And I would like to go back to previous.
Did they buy skincare?
Not all of them.
Okay. If they didn't buy skincare, that's why you're not hearing from them. Because they didn't buy skincare. Your connection, your relationship is building and growing from skincare, not from color.
Or
women have no loyalty to color.
Okay.
They have loyalty to skincare. That they love the way their face feels because of the skincare, and you're responsible for getting them that skincare.
Yeah. So stick with the skincare.
Yes,
call me and say, hey, we just got this very new stuff.
Yes, but when I have time, because I'm not warm chattering,
right, which is what I'm looking at.
I would call those people that I met because they've been to a party and they know what they know
Yeah,
what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, listen, we met at Dina's party.
Okay.
And I know you didn't buy skincare, it didn't work for you at the time because of budget or because of, you might, if you make notes, you're gonna say, maybe it didn't work for you because it wasn't in the budget at the time or you were finishing up a line or whatever.
Right.
I'm gonna say, I just want you to know, I am doing something with my customers, because she's still a customer, she did, she's on your list.
Right.
And I say, I'm doing something with my customers right now who did not get started on skincare.
Okay.
I'm offering a special. And that is, you can get started on skincare today at 25% off to get started on the Miracle Set.
Okay.
And so I wanted to check with you because I thought it might be a better time for you to get started with timelines.
Right.
And the other thing I want to tell